Hello, my name's Jim McConnell. I had the pleasure of being married to Pam McConnell for 50 years. And I'm very excited to see this monument to her work that is being installed in Regent Park. It is a very fulfilling thing and a beautiful endorsement of the kind of work that Pam did. And thank you.
Welcome, my name is Kedar Ahmed and I'm with RPTV. I'm outside of Pam McConnell Aquatic Centre today for the unveiling of the statue. There were community members, community leaders, friends and family out here to support for the unveiling of the statue today.
Hi, this is Kristen Wong-Tam, Member of Provincial Parliament for Toronto Centre. We're here today in the heart of Regent Park for the unveiling of the Pam McConnell statue. It's hard to imagine that the project has been underway through planning as well as design review, consultation, vignette making, and all those type of technical things. 5 years in the making, and today we got to unveil the statue with the love of the community embracing Pam once again. Her legacy lives on in Regent Park, and I couldn't be happier.
Thank you all for coming and being here today, and welcome to the ceremony for the Pam McConnell Awards for Young Women in Leadership. We also have the honor of unveiling the Look What We Have Achieved memorial statue with us today in honor of the late Pam McConnell. My name is Talisha Ramsaroop, and I'm going to be your MC today. I am also very honored as I'm a past recipient of the Pam McConnell Award for Young Women in Leadership. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to start off by just giving a really amazing round of applause to the steel pan players. They've done an amazing job. Our young performers are from the Nelson Mandela Park Public School, and they have me ready for Caravana. I don't know how the rest of you guys feel, but I'm definitely ready for it. And we'll be hearing more from them later on in the program. To begin our ceremony today, I would like to start with the land acknowledgement, and by honoring the land that we are on, which has been the site of human activity since time immemorial. It is the traditional territories of the Huron-Wendat, Anishinaabe, Chippewa, and the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and most recently, the Mississaugas of Credit River First Nations. Ontario is covered by 46 treaties and other agreements and is home to many Indigenous nations from across Turtle Island, including the Inuit and the Métis. These treaties and other agreements, including the Dish with One Spoon, One Belt Covenant, are agreements to peacefully share and care for the land and its resources. Other Indigenous nations, Europeans, and newcomers have been invited to this covenant in the spirit of respect, peace, and friendship. We are mindful of broken covenants, and we strive to make this right with the land and with each other. I would now like to introduce Grandma Liz from the Micmac Nation to lead us in a welcome ceremony.
Walalan, I ask the Creator this day that you've given us to allow us to gather here and ask you to enter where we are so that your teachings will work within us. I do not speak my nation due to colonialization and residential school. I am Mi'kmaq Nation, Kwaman Benojian, one who looks after the children. My English name is Liz Hammond. I want to ask for wisdom so that we will know what is good in this world. We ask for love so that we can spread your love is everywhere. We ask for respect so that we will know that everyone comes from one place, and that is from you. We ask for bravery so that we will not be afraid to do your work here. We ask for honesty so no one will lie or harm any one of us while we are here. We ask for humility so that no one will be superior to one another. We ask the Creator, we ask for truth, so that when we see you in the future and on the last day with cleansed hearts and spirits, we will see you with clear hearts. Walalan. I would like to say Walalan to everyone here, and I am very honored to be here for the McConnell family and the unveiling of the sculpture of your parent, Mom. Walalan.
Thank you, Grandmother Liz, for those important words. Today, we are honored to be joined by the Pam McConnell's family, members of City Council, and past recipients of the Pam McConnell Award for Young Women in Leadership, as well as friends of Pam and those who knew her as an advocate for community. I would now like to introduce Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKlevie to say a few words on behalf of the City of Toronto.
Well, thank you so much, Talisha, and hello, everyone. As Deputy Mayor for the City of Toronto, I am really thrilled to be here today to honor the late Pam McConnell. And I would like to begin by acknowledging her wonderful family who are here in the front over here. The recipients, yeah, we can applaud for that. The recipients of the 2023 Pam McConnell Awards and the alumni recipients. Many members of the community, how nice to see everybody out on this wonderful day. City staff at the City of Toronto, and of course my council colleagues. Councillor Moyle is here, and this is his home ward, so thank you for hosting us here today. And maybe the others can also give a call when I call them out too. Councillor Fletcher. I didn't see him. Councillor Ainsley. Councillor Bravo, Councillor Carroll, Councillor Malik, I think Councillor Morley is joining us as well, and we have with us as well former Deputy Mayor Barbara Hall. And I think the strong showing today is a testament to how much we all respect Pam McConnell. And I also know that we have MP Marcy Ian and our former colleague on City Council, now an MPP, Kristen Wong Tam, joining us as well. In addition to celebrating this year's recipients of the Pam McConnell Awards, today we are gathered to unveil a memorial sculpture in her honor. And this sculpture is a testament to Pam and her lasting impact on our wonderful city. Pam began her tenure with Toronto City Council in 1994. She represented Ward 28 Toronto Centre, Rosedale, from its creation in 2000 and was re-elected every term until her passing in 2017. Pam was a strong advocate for Toronto's most vulnerable residents and an instrumental part of the revitalization of Regent Park. She worked hard to ensure this neighborhood had the resources and amenities it needed, such as a local park and pool, to help the community thrive. Pam received numerous awards for her work over the years, including an award from the Duke of Edinburgh in 1997 for her work with youth, and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal in 2013. Pam was a social justice advocate throughout her career, working tirelessly to increase women's participation in municipal government. And I will quickly say that Toronto now has more women than ever at City Hall, and I know that's thanks to the path that she led for us. She left us with a legacy of advocacy and commitment to building a city that is equitable, fair, and inclusive. To honor her life and work, Council voted in 2018 to rename this aquatic center here in Regent Park after her. Today, in recognition of this extraordinary woman, I am so pleased to unveil a permanent memorial sculpture in her honor. In 2021, a panel of art industry professionals and Pam's family unanimously selected Alexander Moyle's "Look What We Have Achieved" as the winning proposal for the memorial. Alexander Moyle, maybe we can get him to say hello. Give us a wave. Alexander Moyle is a Toronto-based sculptor who sculpts, designs, and creates meaningful and expressive permanent public art projects. He is especially known for his collaboration with communities, architects, engineers, planners, and other artists. The artist and his team have collaborated closely with Pam's family to ensure that her likeness and spirit have been accurately captured. Following the memorial sculpture unveiling, we will also present the 2023 Pam McConnell Awards for Young Women in Leadership. After pausing the awards for 2 years, I'm thrilled to be able to meet in person to present these annual awards to 2 amazing young women. These awards are open to Toronto women between the ages of 16 and 29 who demonstrate leadership in volunteerism, a commitment to social justice, and who inspire other young women. This award honors Pam's legacy to recognizing young women who strive to have a similar impact on their communities. I didn't get the pleasure to meet Pam, but I definitely benefit from the legacy that she's left at City Hall, and I think that Pam would be very proud of this year's recipients. Now, I'd like to invite the family members to join me and my council colleagues as we unveil the memorial sculpture.
Councillor Carroll?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there. All right, everybody ready? 1. No, not yet. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, folks, there will be lots of
All right, okay. Good afternoon. It's great to be here. I'm not a public speaker, but I prefer the art to do the talking for me. A number of people will be singled out as I speak, so bear with me. They were part of the team that got us here. And if you're here, raise your arms. Let me see. I was hoping to find Marav. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Liam. Yes. All right, so this was a this was a human effort, and I can assure you that AI had no part in making this memorial. Nor did 3D computer modeling, 3D scanning, nor 3D printing. The physical modeling of the sculpture happened with my trusted unplugged sculpting assistant, Taras Ostapchuk. And I hope he is here. Can you raise your arms? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so we use the basic tools we all are equipped with, the mind and the body, and void of the cloud and no password required. We all have 24-hour access to our thoughts, feelings, and memories. I'll return to the role of memory later. Typically, I work alone, and for those accustomed working with others, you may have found those rare moments in which magic happens. This can happen anytime during a mundane work task or an ambitious project where a common goal catalyzes a merger of thoughts with colleagues or friends. I'm not sure Taras would suggest melding minds with me in particular as healthy, yet Taras fused to my vision, and we choreographed our bodies as sculptors. We transformed sight into a tactile experience, resulting in a 6-foot-tall clay model of an impression of Pam. I guess the point I'm getting here is I needed help on many fronts, not just sculpting and fabricating to complete the memorial, but a whole team and many friends to complete this project. So thanks to the City of Toronto for the Artist Call and the Art Selection Committee for choosing me on the merits of my proposal. Look what we have achieved. And my previous work. Thanks to the city staff, Johnson Nago, Sally Hand, Ben McIntosh, conservator Emily Ricketts, and especially Catherine Machado for her tireless guidance, persistence, and motivation throughout the entire process. And I'd like to add, she also watered the sod. So, I also want to thank Shane Ellis, my trusted lawyer, for shepherding the contract, Colette Mendenhall of Assurat, Norris Chang, my engineer, and Dean Hanley of South Central for the foundation and sod work. Emmanuel Ducotiès and his skilled team at the Foundry of Art in Inverness deserve a big thanks for their bronze casting, assembly, and patinization of the memorial, and Richard Nadan for his timely installation. Mirav Livnambar, who alerted me to the public art call, helped me with Pam's wardrobe and achieving the pose. Candida Paultil, who found the image that inspired this memorial proposal, kept me on track as project manager. When she discovered the picture of Pam gesturing with arms raised, taken by her former assistant, Sean McIntyre, I was hooked. I studied the picture, trying to decipher its magic. I wondered, how is it possible that a single gesture of arms raised expresses both welcoming and celebration at the same time? And how could Pam stand with such confidence yet expose her midriff? And how did Pam manage to smile with her eyes and talk with her hands? These questions fueled my curiosity about her, and I guess it's true, a picture is worth 1,000 words. I never met Pam, so I relied on interviews with a few folks who graciously gave me a better sense of her. Counselor Paula Fletcher took the time from her busy day to reflect on her colleague and close friend, and a serendipitous conversation with Norman Mohammed jogged his memory of Pam as a teacher on an educational trip to Central America many years ago. But most importantly, the McConnell family. Pam's daughter, Heather Ann, Pam's husband, Jim, her daughter, Madeline, their children, visited me at the studio with a community member and trusted family friend, John McKee. They opened up to me about her. In my efforts to find Pam, I was moved by the family's kindness and generosity, sharing their thoughts, feelings, and memories. I received Pam's jewelry, shoes, and clothing, hundreds of photos, even of Pam in a bikini. At this point, I was willing to turn the sculpture upside down if the McConnell family wished it. It can be very difficult for an artist to render the memories of a loved one who has passed. And from my perspective, the memorial, as it appears, is a reflection how Heather Ann and Jim treated me during this process. I find it equally generous of the family to allow this impression of her, a distillation of what was shared with me, to have a place in the public square, in the community from which emerged as where she emerged as a teacher and mother to a public figure. Thank you, Heather Ann and Jim and Madeline. So, anyway, I wish I had an opportunity to meet Pam on the street, in the park, or in the subway. She might have told me, look at what we can achieve together. That's it.
Thank you so much, Alex. I think I said it earlier, but the sculpture is absolutely astonishing, and it's beautiful to have it here. Please join me now in welcoming Heather McConnell, the daughter of Pam McConnell, to speak on behalf of the family.
Oh, sure, Alex. Make it really emotional first. Thanks, everyone. I promised that I wouldn't be very long. I think I have 2 minutes, but I might be a little longer. And if anybody knew my mom, you'd know that she could talk forever. So I will try not to do that, and will try my best to get through this quickly. But I do have a lot of people that I really think it's important to thank. First of all, I'd like to start off by thanking Alex. for bringing my mother's spirit to life. It's an amazing sculpture. Today is actually the first time that I've seen the final product, so quite emotional for us. I'd also like to thank his team, particularly Candy, who has been so kind and helpful in ushering this through. It really does bring the spirit of Mom's essence, and I think that for somebody who didn't meet her is got to be something that's very hard, and it's very, very special for us. I'd also like to thank the city staff who have been working on this tirelessly for nearly 5 years. So Catherine from Public Art, Adelina and her team from Protocol, who organized all of this today, and Asma Mohammed, who organized from the Youth Development Unit, who organized the award ceremony today. So thank you all. To the award recipients, we honor your work today. Your advocacy and passion, love of community, and the fierce protection of our most vulnerable people. That is very much what my mother was about, and to have folks who are continuing to do that work is really very special. So thank you. Thank you for your work. We're here today to let you know that you are seen and you are appreciated and you are celebrated. And this is exactly the kind of work that Mom did and loved and that made her so special. So just imagine that this could be you. So keep going. I also want to thank Nelson Mandela. Steel Pan, where are my kids? We have such beautiful and talented kids. You are why we do this. You are why we are here. You are why this community was built. And we need to make sure that these kids have access to really good high schools and that they're not locked out of arts high schools. And so you need to help me make sure that every one of these kids can achieve their potential. I want to thank Paula and Kristen and her council, colleagues and friends who allowed this to happen, who brought forward the motion to have the sculpture, to rename the pool, and who found the money to do it. And thank you for choosing this space. The Aquatic Centre is a very central piece of this community. It is a place where children swim for free without barriers of having to illustrate need. It's where we have services and support for our autistic children and our children with disabilities so that they have a space that they can enjoy and have recreation at. It's where our Muslim women come to swim and where our non-binary community and our trans community can swim freely with dignity. This is an inclusive space. And that is really very important. Look at what we achieve celebrates my mom, but it also celebrates this community and this city. She couldn't have done the work without all of you. I see so many people here who worked so hard with her. And she never did anything alone. None of this is possible without the community and the people that she worked with. Without Mitchell Cohen and Daniels, without Dixon Hall, without the Regent Park Recreation Center and staff, without Council Fire, without all of the folks who worked in her City Hall office and with the city staff who she worked with. Mom always said that politics was a big tent and things couldn't get done unless everybody came together. I also want to recognize my dad, because women with children can't do this work alone. He provided her, oh, I'm going to get emotional. He provided her with never-ending strength and support and ensured that my sister Madeline and I had everything that we needed when she was off doing the work that other people needed. She also couldn't have done this without her broader family, which is a very large family. I believe there are 30 of us here today. From New England and Texas and Ottawa, from the Ottawa Valley, some from Toronto. She was who she was because of this large, boisterous family, a family where love and laughter is infectious. She was the oldest, and that's where she learned to be bossy, organized. It's where she learned how to budget and not to take any crap from boys. She had 3 brothers and 2 sisters, but they never gave her any crap. They just gave each other crap. She was by far the shortest. But thanks now to Alex, she will forever tower over them all. Look at what we achieved is a moment to stop and appreciate my mom, but also all of us and what has been achieved here together. These are some of the most vibrant blocks of the city, and all of our city should look like this. But we have a lot more work to do. We have a library in Regent Park yet to be built. We have to continue to ensure funding for our services. We have to address housing and food insecurity, a fentanyl epidemic. We have to invest in our youth, and we have to invest in our communities. There is lots and lots of work left to be done. If I have one wish, it will be that this statue is a constant reminder of what we can do together and never to give up fighting. My mother never gave up fighting, because this is what we can achieve when we fight together. Thank you. I forgot the flowers. My dad has some flowers for my mom, because of course he does. These were her favorite. And are a shout out to her community in St. Jamestown who always delivered them.
Thank you so much, Heather, and to all of Pam's family who have traveled near and far to be with us today. The Pam McConnell Award for Young Women in Leadership was created in 2018 in memory of Pam, who passed away in the fall of 2017. Pam was also the champion for the city's Toronto Regional Protégé Program, a program that I also took a part of, and I can say personally that it was the first time that I felt like council was a place for me. The program was a mentorship program that matched young women with city councilors and city staff with the intention to increase women's representation in electoral politics. In an effort to honor Pam's legacy, as the first champion for the Protégé program, the city partnered with the Toronto Youth Cabinet to create this award. The award, as the Deputy Mayor said earlier, is open for women between the ages of 19 to 26 who demonstrate exceptional leadership, a commitment to social justice, and inspire a lot of other young women. And I can say that anytime I hear about this award and read about it, I am always incredibly inspired. To announce this year's recipients, I'd like to welcome Stefan Mensa, the Executive Director of the Toronto Youth Cabinet.
Thank you very much, Talisha. The Toronto Youth Cabinet is the city's official youth advocacy body. We were established in 1998 by Toronto City Council with the mandate of advocating on behalf of Toronto's 600,000 youth. We are honored to work alongside city staff and the family of Pam McConnell to select this year's 2 recipients. I want to specifically acknowledge the 3 TYC members who were on the committee, Melanie, Pearl, and Kamita. This year's recipients reflected Pam's own commitment to social justice, including poverty reduction, giving voice to those who often feel voiceless, and women's leadership. And now for the award presentation. The first recipient is Hanen Nanaa. Hanen is one of the youngest social entrepreneurs in Canada. She is a war survivor and refugee from Syria who made Toronto her home in 2016. As the founder of the Books, Art, Music Collective, Nanaa has created powerful community hub to empower youth and equity-deserving people through policy, art, innovation, and community engagement. Congratulations, Hanen.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hanen Nanaa, and I am the founder of BAM Collective, an organization I started back in 2018 here at the heart of Regent Park on a mission to empower equity-deserving youth and women to get engaged in their communities and access decision-making tables through art, innovation, community engagement, and policy. I am a new Canadian and a proud Torontonian, and I'm proud to call Toronto my home. I'm honored to receive this award today, and when I first learned that I have been chosen as a recipient, I was overwhelmed with gratitude. This recognition means a lot to me, and I'm truly grateful for it. As a refugee from Syria, I had to go through hardships throughout my journey, from surviving a war, to being displaced, to leaving my community, my friends, my family, my education, and being forced to flee the violence. Canada opened its door back in 2016 to me and my family and my entire community, and I'm grateful for that. I never imagined I would be standing here today receiving this recognition for my work. Toronto has been my welcoming home, and I'm grateful for the many opportunities it has given me since day one. I want to take a moment today to express my gratitude to my loving parents who supported me and encouraged me to go out and work at a very young age and volunteer to support my community. They encouraged me and they inspired me to meet and work with people that are older and younger than myself who taught me the importance of working together and that we all need each other no matter what. And that's one advice that I hold dear until this day. I also want to thank my sisters and my amazing husband, man, who's sitting here in the crowd, for his unwavering support throughout my journey. As I accept this award today, I'm reminded that the work of social justice is never done. There is still much work to be done, and each one of us here in the space has a tiny part in ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background, culture, language, and experiences, have access to the decision-making table and have a seat and resources to thrive and succeed. I'm inspired by legacy of Pam McConnell, and sadly I wasn't able to meet her because I came in 2016 to Toronto. Her unwavering commitment to social justice and women's rights is truly inspiring, and I'm sure a lot of young women in this space would agree with me. I want to thank the city staff and the committee, and of course the McConnell family for their support. This is an honor to me, and I'm truly grateful for your support. Thank you.
And so now we're going to have the Nelson Mandela Band play a little music for us. And now for the second recipient, the second recipient is Tara Currie. Tara is one of the founders and head chef of Unity Kitchen. Since July 2020, Unity Kitchen has been serving 130 meals a day to homeless and food insecure people in the heart of downtown Toronto. As a young black woman, Tara can identify with marginalized people that access the program. Through her work, she strives to extend equal care and encouragement to all people she meets. Please join me in welcoming Tara Currie.
I am deeply honored to receive the Pam McConnell Award. When my grandmother said she was nominating me, I was overjoyed. After graduating from high school, I decided to use my love of food and culinary skills to contribute to those in need. So in April 2020, along with my grandmother Lois Kunkel, I volunteered at Church of the Holy Trinity, which at the time was set up to serve donated food in the church kitchen to hungry, houseless, and food insecure people. By July 2020, the food program had evolved into the Unity Kitchen program in collaboration between Holy Trinity Anglican Church and Toronto Urban Native Ministry. I was appointed as the head chef in an expanded effort to meet the critical pandemic needs of so many. As head chef, I began serving freshly prepared meals out of the church kitchen. We now serve about 130 meals a day. More than just meeting the needs of those suffering through the pandemic, I saw Unity Kitchen as an opportunity to provide vulnerable people with a sense of dignity and community. My mission was to prepare healthy and exciting food that people would enjoy, to remind people that even in a time where we feel helpless, we can find moments of safety, joy, and security, even in a meal. Volunteers from all walks of life came to help. We worked to create a place where vulnerable people would feel welcome, creating a diverse, community-driven space where we all work together to aid those in need. At Unity Kitchen, people are reminded that they are cared for, they can care for others, and care for themselves. Whether it's actively listening, cooking a meal, or sharing a laugh, I've witnessed community aid people for the better in their lives. Pam McConnell was an amazing social justice advocate. She fought for affordable housing and poverty reduction, advocating for those in need. I feel she would be very proud of my work. In conclusion, I want to thank Church of the Holy Trinity and Toronto Urban Native Ministry for the work they do for community. I would like to thank Zachary Grant, Sinclair, and Lee Kern for always supporting me. I would like to thank Sandra Campbell for mentoring me. Thank you to Claudette Beals for her strength. A big thank you to the Korean Church and Trinity St. Paul's for their commitment and contribution to the meal program. Thank you to all other church and kitchen staff for the ongoing work and support. Thank you to all my volunteers like Patricia Wright, Margot, Karen, and Kristen for dedicating their time and compassion to our homeless community. Thank you to my dearest grandparents for always believing and mentoring me. Thank you to my family and friends. Thank you to Dad, Anna, Uncle Paul, Tyann. Thank you to Ryan, Sister Laura, Dean, and many more. I'm so proud to receive this award and will keep working to honor this award in my work for social justice. I will continue to fight and work alongside my community. Thank you all for coming, and social justice for all.
Thank you, Stephen, and a big congratulations to our 2023 recipients for the Pam McConnell Award for Women in Young Leadership. Selecting the recipients for this award is always incredibly tough. I helped do it once. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. But there was a selection committee that wanted to recognize the 6 other women as honorable mentions. So if you're here today, please stand up as you're recognized for your accomplishments for the extraordinary work you do in the community. Michelle Abugay. Kadiatu Berry. Lauren Castellino, Ray Jardine, Saudia Kita, and Clara McKinnon-Sebro. Thank you so much for the incredible work you do in the community. As we conclude, congratulations to all of the award recipients, and to the artists and to all who participated in creating this wonderful sculpture in memorial of Pam. Thank you to the staff and to the students at the Nelson Mandela Park Public School who performed Steel Pan for us today. Thank you for everyone who attended with us today. Thank you to Pam's family, to the Toronto Youth Cabinet, to city staff, and for all the support for the awards and for the sculptures. Through the awards, the sculpture, and many other things, including the Pam McConnell Aquatic Centre that we're gathered in, Pam's legacy will live on and continue to inspire future generations. Thank you all for joining us today, and feel free to join us inside for light refreshments. To close our program, I'd like to invite youth singer and drummer Winona Markle of the Mohawk Mi'kmaq and Ojibwe Nations to perform an honor song.
Hi. Ani Bajo, Miskwan MK, Benese Kwe, Nadishnikaz, Ganabjing, Tayan Danega, and Shubanakani Donjaba. Hi. My spirit name is Red Thunderbird Woman. I was born and raised in Toronto, and I'm just really honored to be here today. Whoa, technical difficulties. I'm really honored to be here today, and I hope that you guys like this honor song. It's originally sung by Teo Swate. She's from Six Nations, but I had got her permission to sing this song. Chisego jo sarda sa se wake to te hayo e 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 te guanu erado tagua soto goa ser wa weras wagatsanuni chisega jasarda sa se wake to te ayo e 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 now go.
Thank you, everyone, for attending. That concludes our ceremony for today. Feel free to join us inside for some light refreshments. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us on all our social media platforms, and for more information, please check out our website.